Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we're mixing the cocktail Rob Roy. The Rob Roy is a variation of the Manhattan cocktail, and instead of using an American bourbon, we're using a Scotch whiskey. And I chose the Deanston because the Deanston distillery is pretty close to where Rob Roy actually lived. Rob Roy was, the drink was created when the operetta Rob Roy came out in the theaters in New York City. And Rob Roy was a Scottish figure, and these operettas were telling about Rob Roy and how he lived his life and what he did. And he was a fighter, and he fought against the crown. He was called Robert the Red-Haired, and in Gaelic that is, I think, Raybert Ruad. Probably butchered that name. And was he a second William Wallace? Actually, no. William Wallace was a freedom fighter, and he was for an independent Scotland, and he just wanted the English to die and go away and leave them alone. And Rob Roy, was actually a figure who wanted the kingdom to be united, but he wanted the Stuarts, he was closely associated with them, who wanted the Stuarts to rule the kingdom as he thought that was rightfully their crown. So he was not a second William Wallace, but a fighter for the Stuarts. Okay, let's start with the cocktail. We start off with 4 cl of Scotch, and then you add 2 cl of the Martini Rosso. That gives you a really fruity note, like in the Manhattan. And to top it off, you gotta add a dash of Angostura bitter. And because you only have spirits in your cocktail, you can stir it instead of shaking it. If you want a bit of more texture on your glass, then you can actually shake it, and then you get a few bubbles, but I'm not interested in texture, I'm interested in taste. So then when you're finished, you actually pour it into a cooled glass, into a cooled cocktail glass, and it is served very chilled. Cheers. And now what is really interesting is how does this compare to the Manhattan and the Tennessee whiskey that I had in these drinks 2 weeks ago. For you 2 weeks, for me that was just 20 minutes. You almost smell nothing due to the chilling and the shape of the glass. Definitely a stronger start. You have more oak, less sweetness. There's almost no sweetness in there, except a bit of the sweetness that comes from the martini, and that is paired with a lot of fruitiness and also the bitters. That is comparable, but you have it's not as spicy as I would get it from the Dickel, but it's more of an oakiness and darker flavors, I would say, but not as fruity. And it's a bit harsher. That's more a spirit cocktail. The Manhattan paired with the Tennessee whiskey, a very mild whiskey where you can probably drink a lot until you notice that you have drunk so much alcohol. This is sharper, and you have to be a more experienced connoisseur to drink this. I could recommend it. If you are interested in the Deanston Virgin Oak that I used in this whiskey, then please visit our website. It's down in the link below or in the end card. And thank you for watching the video.